Police chiefs calling for change.
Historically, we've had problems with juveniles committing crime. How do we fix the system?
The incident in St. Louis City drawing a regional response.
Top cops at police agencies across our region are now sounding the alarm. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. They say now is the time to act after 2 carjackings at the hands of the same teenager in just a matter of days. 5 on your sides, Brent Solomon is in the newsroom with their message tonight.
Yeah, this situation, guys, is out of St. Louis, and it's now catching the attention of leaders across our area. They say when you sit back and watch without saying anything, how is that making a difference?
We first reported a 16-year-old carjacked a Lyft driver last Tuesday night. St. Louis officers caught him. The court released him. A little more than 24 hours later, police say the same teen carjacked an Uber driver.
How do we fix the system? How do we get consistent?
It caught the attention of Lake St. Louis Police Chief Chris DiGiuseppe. His concern, juvenile offenders being caught and then released.
On felony level offenses, I think that doesn't send a good deterrent. I think it doesn't help the victims of those crimes.
The chief points to a statewide point system that helps authorities determine when to keep or release a juvenile offender. He questions if that's being applied uniformly across the board.
We hear stories from our colleagues over in St. Louis County. We catch a kid stealing a car, we take him home. Because if we take them down to juvenile, they just release them back to their parents.
He says that's not happening in St. Charles County.
What's the interpretation of the point system or the rules? And that might be a starting point for us right there.
And how do we become uniform?
And how do we become uniformed and how do we get this right?
St. Louis Police Chief Robert Tracy said the carjackings that occurred last week highlight the need for a comprehensive review of current policies to ensure accountability while also helping young people remain safe and have access to the appropriate resources they need to change their path.
Work with our lawmakers. We're going to have to reach out and assess where we can make those changes. Is that in some type of policy? Is that in some type of law or legislation or whatnot, or practice?
Chief Tracy says the region sees violent crimes involving guns and repeat teen offenders every day. The Lake St. Louis chief, who you just heard from, is now working with the police chiefs in Bridgeton and in St. Charles County to figure out a fix.